Hey guys, this is Daniel Dr. D, and we're back. And we've long awaited the open baffles that my friend Bob had done. Dimensions are, I think, 22 inches wide by 52 inches high. And wow, um, this is hardwood, obviously, African Padauk wood. And these are, I think, about an inch and a half thick, roughly. And we have the Lii Audio drivers in here. We got the Silver 8s, the F18s, and the 18-inch subs. Now, in some of the other videos you guys have seen in the past, we've had just the open baffles, the two upper drivers that you see here with the subs individual down below, which were the Lii Audio 15-inch subs. These are the 18s. And there's a very significant difference in the sound that you get, the presentation. First off, couple of things. So when when the 18 and the Silver 8s were lifted off, the floor higher, the soundstage just gets taller, a bigger, taller soundstage, and it's very audible. You can tell. And the thing that's so beautiful about the 18 is it just fills, it adds some depth to the mid-range. It just has this beautiful nuanced sound. It gives it a more body, more warmth. Sometimes open baffle speakers can tend to sound thin, right? This really helps, particularly playing jazz. The 18-inch drivers, in my opinion, in our opinion, listen to this thing. It adds an extra element of nuance to the top end. So you don't get too much edginess on the top end or the mid-range. And the 18s just fill it out. It's just fuller sounding. And it's just so beautiful. And so far, this is the best sounding we've had with open baffles. You'll notice the treatment on the back. I tell you, man, I mentioned this in a video you guys didn't see because some of the tracks in there could not be shown in the United States. I guess they play in Europe. I don't really understand the whole, the politics with YouTube. But we recently went to the show in Southern California. It's called The Show. It's a hi-fi audio show. And the only room in there we really, really loved was the AGD room. That was with Ocean Way Audio and the AGD products, Alan Sides. And that room was just remarkable. He's got those beautiful recordings that he does. But one of the things that we have here is room treatment in here. And it really helps, man. If you guys are doing audio and you're missing your room treatment, don't forget it because it really helps. And particularly with open baffles, it's a silky, smooth sound you get. So on here, we're running with the 18-inch drivers. We have there's an amplifier back here, okay, and this amplifier has a little crossover, and then that connects up to the preamp stage. It looks like, Bob, it's on the preamp, isn't it? On the back here.
The preamp's feeding it, yeah.
Yeah, so the preamp's feeding it. So we have that connected here to the preamp down below here, to the Space Tech Labs here. So really nice. On the next part, we're going to do a sound demos, another video with sound demos on here. And I couldn't be more pleased. And in the previous videos, you'll see we had the MagnaPen 1.7 eyes. Those have a very tall soundstage. And what we're getting with the open baffles in this configuration is this taller soundstage. It's just sensational. And it doesn't sound edgy. It's so smooth. And I just love the way the 18s just, they give that sense of fullness to the mid-range. It's just beautiful, man. And I couldn't be more pleased. Woodworking is beautiful. Once again, dimensions are approximately 52 inches high. For those of you who will ask, I know you're going to ask, how are these made? My friend, he designs these on a CAD drawings and then has them done. So wood's gone up in price now, so you know, they're not as inexpensive as they once were. Guys can use plywoods and stuff, but it won't be as solid as what you're seeing here, you know, of course. But let me give you a back. All these are run in parallel. There are no crossovers in this particular instance here, just so you know. It's just like what we had before. Everything's run in parallel, except that the baffle is all integrated. Everything's integrated into one. And look at the size of the magnets. And I think these speakers all combined, you're looking at about 150 pounds total weight for each one. So it's up there. If you're playing jazz, these are just exquisite. And we just love the sound. And so far, like I say, this is the best we've had in this room, and just enjoying it. So we'll be back at you again for another segment, and we'll talk a little bit more about how we're driving it with the amps and the differences and whatnot, and then also some sound demos. So stay tuned, and be back at you soon. Thanks.